Well, over 25 years, a lot of things have changed. We have the best job in the world. It starts early, I'll give you that. But after we get here, we have the best job in the world. The 12 working days of Christmas. It's the biggest giveaway on radio anywhere. Merry Christmas. I know why Santa uses a sleigh. There's not enough room in some of these things. Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho! I'm not out of breath. See, this desk is in a mess just like I left it. I can't believe it. A lot of people ask what makes me tick. Heart of a ninja. Oversized, but heart of a ninja. And that's the secret of me. Like sometimes you see me, sometimes you don't. Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Thank you for another opportunity to be here. Try to get online, look at some of the leading stories around the country, see what they're doing. And of course, one of my main things is to talk to Fred the fish. Oh, I agree. You know, when you do this, it's crazy. I can hear the lake he came out of. Yeah, well, I like option A, I really do. I think that's the way to go. Okay, good. Sounds good. Talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. President. Hey. All right, breakfast is here. See what we got. Ooh, breakfast. What is it? Oh, hey, where did those goat drop go? Was that it? Is that it? Oh.
Buddy, they got those perfection? Good. They got those good.
That's perfection. I don't care if I don't give to the FCA anymore. These are good.
They do look good. They do look good.
So, I think since I quit giving, the chickens got better.
So today's the Bubba Day, isn't it?
Today's Bubba Day. Bubba Day.
Bubba's something else. He's taught me a lot about ketchup in general. You know, I thought it was just a condiment. It's not. But you know, all of our personalities rub off on each other. I'm like, I've become a little bit of you, a little bit of you, a little bit of Adler, whatever. But when it comes to Bubba, I think about him every time I eat.
Well,
every time I eat.
I do, because he is, I mean, he's a pro. If you ever watch him when he comes by the table and he tries to sneak it,
oh yeah,
he'll be walking by, so you'll see his little hand come out and go.
Have y'all met Eddie Van Agler?
We have, by the way.
He'll video everything. And the most embarrassing moments will end up on YouTube. If y'all need anything, by the way, Speedy will get it. Just let him know. Let's see what we got.
Santa's bag.
Ooh, standalone virtual reality. You want to escape the world of Greg Burgess? You go right here.
Easy, Greg. Easy, buddy.
Apple Watch.
Nice.
Mavic Air, the latest. You want to be a podcaster? Do your own podcast out on the street, like Adler.
What's his voice in, man?
What about a home pod? Organize your whole world with a home pod. Apple TV.
All right. Oh, buddy. Simply Safe.
These internet picture frames, but like you give it to your mother, and you have the app on your phone, you drag a picture to the app, and it shows up on her picture frame even over in Jacksonville. There's another whole nother book.
That's cool.
How about that?
I like that.
The Hand of Truth, like this is some kind of Xbox One Star Wars thing. Hunter said it was real cool. That's all I know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess we got 10 things so far.
By the way, you guys missed it. This one right here was almost choking to death on a sausage ball during that last segment.
Who did the Heimlich on him?
I came in here, he had to cough into the trash can.
Choking.
That happened.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll be coming here to lay down on the floor. On a
He gave me a
sausage ball.
scared look. He gave me a scared look for a second.
Didn't cut your hair off? On a sausage ball.
Yeah.
What happened to Kirby? Well, he jumped down on a sausage ball in the kitchen of the Rick and Bubba Show.
Ain't no balls like that. Ain't no sausage. Oh! Ain't no balls like that.
You think you're going to have to dislodge it and then give him mouth to mouth?
I was watching. I'm like standing there watching. Like, all
You did the
right.
Heine lick maneuver?
Yeah, he's going
Heimlich.
How did those two presidential meetings go? How did those go?
Well, I think there was a lot of similarities. I mean, when you're meeting the President of the United States, that's kind of a big deal. You know, it's you're fired up, and there's a lot of security, and there's a lot of people around, and you know, both of them are very personable. I would say there was probably more similarities than differences in a lot of it. When we were at the White House, it was a little different because we were in a Radio Row kind of thing, and I've told the story about Trump coming in, and after Hope Hicks had told us we were going to be last because we were taping our segment, everybody else was live. The President Trump came in and he looked at us. He said, "Hey, I'm doing Rick and Bubba first," and that kind of wasn't the plan. And then after he did a quick TV interview, he came to us first, and that was not really the plan. But he did what he said he was going to do. I've always thought highly of him for that. Not that we deserved it, but he said he was going to do it, and he did it. So, and I think you see that reflected in other things.
That's.
Well, I mean, 25 years of Bubba. I mean, what can you say? There's been a lot of great food. You know, there's something about Bubba as a magnet for food. So we've enjoyed great meals together. Bubba is there is no one like Bubba. You know, there's a lot of Bubbas in this world, but there's no Bubba like our Bubba. And on a serious note, I mean, when I was doing the show by myself, I remember the first time he and I we started interacting on the air. And, you know, you can't make chemistry just happen. It can't be taught. And I remember we had that chemistry. The one thing that we do have in common with all of our different interests and everything, the one thing we have in common is a sense of humor. It has always been really, really very similar. And so what he thinks is funny, I think is funny, and it just worked. There's no way we'd be here 25 years later without what Bubba has brought to the show. I mean, and I'll always be thankful that God put him in my life. It's called Rick and Bubba for a reason. Everything prior to that was inferior, and the Rick and Bubba thing just worked immediately, and 25 years we're still here. So thankful for you, buddy.
See, Greg, that's how you talk about people.
Okay, I get it. Let me go back there and practice.
When we first started the show, I didn't have any kids. They're both in college now. And Betty and I have celebrated 30 years of marriage, which is unbelievable. I'm so blessed to be married to such a wonderful, godly woman, and she is a hoot. We laugh all the time, and I hope we get to continue to do that for a long time. I just want to thank everyone who's watching this. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you going on the internet and just being a part of the fun that we get to have every day. And we have had a great time for 25 years, and we owe it all to you guys for being with us and supporting us and watching and listening, and we hope that you will keep doing it as we get here every day and we have a little fun, we speak a little truth, we act a little goofy, but we have a good time. So thank you very, very much for listening and being with us. I say let's try to do another 25.
What? Greg.
I-92 with Rick and Bubba happening now. Christmas Clearinghouse to help make the season bright for local families in need. Just visit WLWI.com. I-92.